So you're probably expecting a very different kind of video. You probably clicked on this thinking, oh, another video about lease purchase, drivers getting ripped off, blah, blah, blah. Is it good? Is it bad? Who has the best? Well, I'm going to give you a different kind of lease purchase video here today. I'm going to give it to you from the other side. So you've probably heard everything there is to hear about the good and the bad about, lease purchase as a driver. I just landed here in Oklahoma City. Had a driver drop me off at the Madison airport. Let me get on this escalator here without falling. And then a flight from Madison to Chicago. And lay over in Chicago for about 4 hours of the mess there, delays and changing gates. Just landed here in Oklahoma City. What had to be the bumpiest, noisiest flight I'd ever taken in my life. Not that I've flown that many times. Not very good at it, finding my way around here, but figure it out. I'm gonna catch a Uber to, where am I going here? How do I get out of this airport? Catch an Uber to my hotel, and tomorrow morning we'll go start taking care of business here. Boy, this hotel's a far cry from O'Hare. It's like a ghost town compared to that jungle up there. But also it is like 11 o'clock at night, so I think I'm gonna get something to eat somewhere and get on to bed. Hopefully if I get started early enough tomorrow, I might be able to make it home, all the way home. So, see you tomorrow. 6 tornadoes in Oklahoma City last night, so it got pretty ugly. But I'm here to pick up the truck. Unfortunately, they won't let me take it. I called before I flew down here and said, hey, can I pick up this truck on Sunday? He said, yeah, we're open like 7 to 7. So I get here and check in at service, and he says, I can't help you, come back tomorrow. I'm like, well, you're open. He says, yeah, but that was the body shop. Body shop's not open till Monday. Yay me. So I have a key, trying to get a hold of somebody I talked to last week and see if they'll let me take it. But anyway, let's take a look at the truck. They did a pretty good job. This bumper and front end was pretty much trashed. The grill was trashed. So they pretty much rebuilt the front end of this truck and parts of the hood and the headlights. But, drivers doing what drivers do. Let's take a look at the inside. Oh my God. I opened the door and the smell hit me. Holy hell, oh jeez. Oh, it makes me want to puke. Yeah, so the visual doesn't do it justice. Yeah, so this truck is trashed. Thank you, driver. Pretty much, I don't know if he went home barefoot. There's like 4 pairs of shoes in here. Pee bottles. Imagine there's probably some poop bags in here. Oh God, it's nasty in here. I don't know how I'm gonna drive this thing home. Take me half a day to clean this thing out. Put some air freshener bombs in here so I can drive it home. Well, I did find my trailer too. I was worried about that. I was worried that it was dropped God knows where. But I found it. It's on the street here. Down the street from the dealer a little bit. But just kind of, I don't think this thing's been washed in, geez, who knows how long. Let's check it out. See if it's all beat up. Jeez. Well, most of these, that dent wasn't there. Most of these scratches weren't here. I don't know what them tire covers are coming off. Anybody wants to buy them? Anybody want some tire covers, wheel covers? That repair, I did that. The scratches weren't all there. I don't know what in the hell. This thing was driven through a freaking forest or what, but let's check out the doors and the inside. Oh, door gasket, nice. They're supposed to be hanging outside the door like that. They seal up best that way. Big old gap there, been hit. Door gasket hanging out here, that's functional, of course. Let's check out the inside. She's smelly, but ain't bad in here. Freaking doors are beat up, man. Doors are beat up. Let's check the other one here. Ooh, she's a little beat up in here. So backed into something with the doors open. Yeah. We got some work to do on the doors. At least they closed. I don't remember if the bumper was bent like that or not. I'm just going to assume that it was. It doesn't look like there's any. This side is scratched to hell. What? Can you see all them scratches going down the top there? I don't know what in the hell. It's like you drove it through a freaking pine forest or something. All the way down the damn trailer. Door hinge marks. And I don't know what the heck this is. You see these up and down scratches? Every panel along the trailer? That's gotta be intentional. And then horizontal one there. And they got it on every panel down the side of the trailer. That is not the seam from the panels. See, it's even crooked going up. I don't know what in the hell happened to this trailer. That's got to be, it's got to be vandalism. I mean, there's nothing replaced. It's not like that, like any work was done. It's just like somebody took and scratched it and then up and down. You've probably heard everything there is to hear about the good and the bad about, you know, lease purchase as a driver. And what I do, I hate to call it a lease purchase, but I guess for lack of a better term, I'm on the other side of it, okay? I've been quote unquote lease purchasing trucks to drivers. And I want to give an experience I just had from the other side of it, so that it's good to see both sides of it, right? Of every issue, because it helps you make a better educated decision about what you're going to do. And also being able to consider all sides of it all the way around, you start to understand, okay, this is why this is the way it is, that's why that is the way it is. So let's go back to talking about what I've been doing and, you know, the general details of it. I won't get into specifics, but well, this all started because I had to part ways with a driver, right? And the truck got smashed up and left in a state 1,000 miles away, and I just flew down to get it. And I'm going to tell you about my experience and what I went through from my perspective of it, okay? So to start off, owner operators, you know, we talk about the mega carriers and their lease purchase programs, of how a lot of them are not good for the driver, right? They're not really set up for you to win. So I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to talk, you know, crap about it, you're not going to go very well go do the same thing. So I've been doing a deal for drivers where I pretty much buy the truck, and when somebody wants to, you know, lease on as a lease purchase, I put the invoice in front of them, and, you know, here's what the truck costs, plus, you know, I charge interest, a very, very fair interest rate, well below market value. And then if when I bought the truck I had to do any work to it, you know, if I put a set of batteries in it, if I put tires on it, you know, I put those in at cost. So you're basically buying a truck through me at cost, and I'm financing it. It's kind of how it goes. I don't know of a better deal out there. I haven't been marking them up. The driver pretty much has gotten to use my credit and my buying power to their advantage. So it's been a great deal for the drivers, for them to get started at a typically a loan payment per month of what a mega carrier's would be per week. So really starting from best possible position. Now, can I continue that after what has just happened? Well, spoiler alert, I think some things are going to have to change. And starting to understand why the larger carriers, the mega carriers, do some of the things that they do. Because you can get hurt real bad, real quick doing this, okay? Now I've started, at first I wasn't worried about it, but now I've started, okay, if you're going to do one of these trucks through me, it has to have a warranty. Now you can think good or think bad about a warranty, but I can't have 5 drivers blow an engine and give their trucks back to me, and now I got 5 trucks in my yard with blown engines that I can't pay to fix, and I still have to pay for, right? So it's about limiting exposure. So when you get into kind of a bigger operation, there's just limiting exposure, right? So we're putting aftermarket warranties, and I have been doing 2 different ones, and they've been working out fine. Premium 2000 and Truck Masters, which we've used both. I did buy that Total 360 on one. I won't do that again. They're just not a big fan of that one. Anyway, so warranty. All right, now some people say, "Oh, I gotta have a brand new truck because I gotta have warranty." Well, guess what? You can get warranty on a used truck. Okay, don't put yourself with a $6,000 a month payment because you gotta have warranty, right? You can get warranty on a truck way cheaper than that. Anyway, back to the situation. So no details, but I had to part ways with the driver, right? And the truck had been in an accident. It had been left at a Freightliner dealer and trailer with it, and I have to now go get it, right? My first recovery from a quote-unquote breakup, all right? Well, without getting too deep in the weeds here, there was an accident. Insurance will cover that portion of the repairs, right? But there was some things unbeknownst to me about the truck that I have to fix now, and my part of that is about $6,500. Okay, so there was some agreements that we had that were broken that I didn't find out about until I go to get the truck. So it's about $6,500 for me to get this truck roadworthy again, plus the repairs, the insurance company is going to pay on. And I was able to collect a deductible out of the last settlement. And then you got travel expenses, you got, fuel, bring it back. And the trailer's kind of clapped out, hasn't been taken care of. Needs some repairs. So it's not over yet. All said and done, this could easily cost me $10,000. Not to mention now the truck is kind of upside down. It's about even money on the truck. So if I got out of it whole, I'd consider it a small miracle. It'll be a loss, but I think I may have already have it sold. But at any rate, it's gonna hurt, and the truck is trashed. I mean, on the inside, I'm gonna have to, it's nasty. You'll see in the video here. It's pretty nasty. But now the problem is about going forward. Okay, well, I take a $7,000 to $10,000 hit on something. Now I gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. So when you go out and present a good deal and somebody craps on it, for lack of a better term, it hurts everybody. So now going forward, we're gonna have to have escrow accounts. I'm gonna have to make something off the trucks, other than just interest, because I gotta make up this money somehow. It ain't gonna come through hauling freight. That's the whole separate thing. I was trying to just make money on hauling freight the way it should be, not make money on, deals with trucks for people. Put a good opportunity out there, because that's what everybody wants, right? And then what do you get for it other than this? Now, not everybody does that. But not everybody has to. You know, one person can, well, screw up a good deal for everybody else, or, you know, I have to put costs in place that affect everybody else, or whatever. And there's a lot to this that I'm not going to get into. It's dirty laundry type stuff. But, okay, going forward, can I offer that deal to anybody anymore? Well, I think they're going to have some skin in the game now. So, you know, you may have to have a down payment. You may have to, you know, have a sizable escrow account. You may have to something, because I'm sure this ain't even over. You know, I could get toll bills in the mail for the next 3 months, you know, or whatever. They were charging stuff on my accounts that wasn't supposed to happen. It's a shame. Typically, whenever something good happens in life, somebody will come along and screw it up, right? That's just the nature. It's kind of human nature. It's unfortunate and sad, but I guess that's the way it is. So, yeah, I'm not feeling too good about it right now. So tomorrow morning I got to go back to Freightliner. I don't know what I'm going to do to make this thing to where I can drive at 1,000 miles home, because I don't know if I can stand to be in a truck that long. It's funky in there. But I brought some garbage bags with me in my backpack on the plane. I'm just going to load up them trash cans. I'll maybe go to Walmart and buy them out of air freshener. I don't know. Or the, you know, those little car air fresheners. We'll see. And then I got to clean it up. And that's not including, you know, I see a couple little things it needs to make it roadworthy legal again. Some reflective tape on the back. It needs just little stuff here and there. A lot of little stuff that's just from neglect. You know, so I'll probably have close to $1,000 in the ticky-tack nonsense. It probably needs batteries. Probably, I don't know. I'm just going to have to go through it, because then can't in good conscience sell it to somebody and knowing it has problems. So we're going to make this right and just move on. I don't have to sell the truck. I could put somebody else in it. I want it gone for the memory. I want it out of my sight, out of my existence, and move on. There's other trucks. I could have a different truck tomorrow to replace it. So just want the whole experience of this one gone. Hell, I may sell the trailer too. I don't know. But I don't know. I might need that. We'll see. But you know, when you go, and I say all this to say, when you're looking at a deal, you know, other than there's some lease purchase deals out there that are outright screw jobs, right? But when you're looking at one, you know, say they want a $2,500 escrow, and you're like, there ain't no way, it's my truck and this and that. Hey, you could hurt them for 10 grand in a day. I mean, they're just trying to protect themselves. Now, should they take that escrow and apply it to ticky-tack nonsense, like, oh, there's a cigarette burn in the seat, so that's $700? No, absolutely not. That's wear and tear. But you know what? If you quit and a month later they get a $1,400 toll bill from Pennsylvania because your toll device wasn't working, or you were just you knew you were quitting, so you figured you'd run up a toll bill, or you know, you break a bunch of stuff on the truck and turn it in. You go renegade on the maintenance because you know you're quitting anyway, and you basically give them back a truck that is unusable. Well, that's a justifiable reason for an escrow account. So there's a lot more to it, but as in the past, I'm not looking to get into the dirty laundry of anything, but it's important to see all sides of that whole deal, and I don't feel like anybody's talked about it. So just wanted to touch on that. Kind of that's what I'm going through right now. Kind of in my feelings about that. I'll get over it quick because I still got a business to run, and it's hard to say it and shrug it off that, oh well, these things happen, but they do. These things happen. It doesn't make you feel good to have to write those checks, I'll tell you that, because we got a lot of other stuff going on. I've been getting hammered by the maintenance bug, you know. I've put a bunch of money into trailers, you know, fixing, which has to be done. It's just the way it is. Not complaining about it. It's just like, as usual, it's just like a all at once type scenario. Just everything hits at once. So, whew, I've become numb to writing huge ass checks lately. And then, you know, we still got freight to cover. So just scrambling, trying to plan everything out every day. So, you know, thank God for the problems you have, but thank God more for the problems you don't, right? I'm very thankful for the problems I don't have. And it's, you know, a lot of, well, we won't even get into that. But yeah, trucking's hard enough without people mistreating each other. When somebody gives you an opportunity in life, don't shit on it, you know? If it ain't for you, then, you know, move along. Both of you move along. But you don't need to shit on each other just to prove a point. And everybody has a reason for everything. You always got to try to look at things from their perspective too. Why did they do what they do? Why did this person do what they do? Why did it end this way? I don't see any reason why if you're gonna. Now this truck wasn't abandoned. I'm not gonna call it abandoned. Like somebody technically abandoned this truck. It had to be left where it was because it wasn't road legal and road worthy. So we'll just call it a recovery, I guess. But you don't have to trash somebody's stuff. I was kind enough to be Johnny on the spot with the last settlement, and even gave part of it out in a comp check, so that, you know, they had cash in their pocket. And then, you know, you try to do what you do right till the end, and then just to have somebody do that in return kind of sucks. So anyway, back to Freightliner in the morning. If there's more to show you on the truck, I'll show it, but I'm just gonna empty that thing out, fill her up with fuel, and put her in the wind for home. And then when I get home, I'm just gonna park it and start getting ready for the next chapter, I guess. So